what in the Vanderpump Rules is happening? So this just came out on Demois, and you know I have my reservations about Demois. Sometimes, yes, I do love Demois, and they get some good tea, but at the same time, it's also unverified tea, and so I have mixed feelings about Demois. But there was a new Vanderpump Rules story that came out, and that is that Tom Sandoval and Lisa Vanderpump got into a heated argument, and security had to break them up at SUR. I know, it sounds crazy, but so according to Demois, let me actually read the blind item that was sent to Demois. So it says, the cast was at SUR, and I guess Sandoval and Lisa had to be separated by security the other night, and they were screaming at each other. He was screaming expletives. Sorry, my Invisalign is tripping me up. Screaming expletives. And she called him a liar and a manipulator, and they made cameras go down while security intervened. I don't know how I feel about this. Like, I don't see Lisa getting into a screaming match at SUR, nor do I see Tom cursing at her. Maybe he kind of, like, if this is true, like, let's play devil's advocate and say, I'm sure there was, like, a heated exchange, right? Maybe he feels like she, used him or is capitalizing off of him. I get it. He's getting beaten up left and right. Granted, his actions are what got him in this position where he's getting beaten up left and right, but he's the one that put himself in this position. So he can't really be mad at Lisa because he also signed up to be on a reality show and signed up to return for season 11, right? So I think it's so interesting and so weird that we're like in this era of like Tom versus Lisa. Like, I don't know, after Sandoval and now with Vanderpump being like nominated for an Emmy or 2 Emmys, I'm like, I don't even know what, like, maybe it is real. Maybe Tom and Lisa are gonna maybe they're throwing punches at SUR. At this point, anything in Vanderpump Rules wouldn't shock me, and in Vanderpump Land, I wouldn't be caught off guard by any of it anymore. But I don't know, something about this story just feels so far-fetched. I think they probably got into a heated discussion. Apparently, she called him a liar and a manipulator, which, I mean, he is. He was a liar and he was a manipulator. So I'm sure he was probably upset that maybe Lisa doesn't have his back more, or that he's struggling to fit in with the cast, or that the other cast doesn't want to film with him. He's going through some sort of internal struggle, right? Because he lost all of his friends. But I don't know. Like, you have to take accountability for your actions and just know that, like, it's not going to all be better right away. It's not going to all be wrapped up and cute and kosher after you banged Raquel. Like, that's why we see Sheena screaming at him in the back alley of SUR, which we love the back alley of SUR. Everything should always happen in the back alley of SUR. That's the only way we can settle anything. Anytime there's another big political debate, we settle it at the back alley at SUR. But that's why you see Sheena, and Sheena's like, if you hadn't fucked Raquel. And it's like, yeah, Tom, if you hadn't fucked Raquel, a lot of things would be in a very different position right now, in a very different place. You would be in a different position. Maybe you wouldn't be on the outs. So don't take it out on Lisa, even though maybe Lisa did know, and maybe Lisa was kind of massaging this to come out, and like Lisa was smart enough to like nudge it and make it happen and save the show. Lisa's smart. She's a great producer. So maybe, I wonder if there's going to be a little bit, well, Lisa is a producer on the show, so she has like control over what gets aired, but like maybe part of their beef was, it's like, he's like, I played ball. I did the show. I played my role, and like now I'm on the outs, and like my life is ruined. I don't believe his life is ruined. He just went on his like, cover band tour and like lived his best life, and they sold out, and then he was just doing special forces. So I don't know. Sandy Balls is just, he's going through it, rightfully so, right? He's at the center of a scandal, and the scandal is evolving, but it'll settle down at some point. I think you have to just ride the wave. It's not going to be pretty, but you have to just ride the wave. But like, I don't know. What do you think? Do you believe that the Demois report do you believe that the argument that Tom and Vanderpump had was as bad as Demois' sources are claiming that it is? Let me know in a comment below. Be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe for more tea on Vanderpump, on Kyle and Mauricio, all of it, and catch No Filter with Zach Peter every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on all podcast platforms. That's hashtag No Filter with Zach Peter 3 times a week. Be sure to subscribe and leave me a nice Apple Podcast review if you're loving the content, if you're loving the podcast. And you can always keep up with me at Just Plain Zach or keep up with the T at No Filter with Zach on the Instagram.